An all-star is approached with an unexpected proposal. In today's game, GMs are always tinkering, looking for ways to improve a team. In this case, the player is open to trying something new for the good of the club.
So striding in, Matthew Dunham. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Harold, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Well, you're playing good ball right now, and you know all day long, oh, they're bringing the ace, huh? Okay, that's okay. We're playing good right now. We'll match up with it. Okay.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matthew Dunham, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Lindor is up with it. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in for his second at-bat, Abraham Almonte. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Abraham Almonte.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Drilled down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Ready once again, Matthew Dunham. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Dunham
sends that one out of play for strike 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with. I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way.
Digging in once again, Abraham Almonte. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almonte.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? On to first, and they turn the double play. Ready for another chance? Matthew Dunham will go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Allen sets. Here's the 0-1. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Correa is digging for home, and they'll tie the ball game as the run scores from second to make it a 2-2 ball game now. Ready for another shot now. James Corbin. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once, and he strikes him out on a good pitch. So 1 run. Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance, so he's our top player of the game in this one. Stepping into the box, Matthew Dunham. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. Harold, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Well, Matt, it's nice to wake up in a day game and know your ace is going to be on the mound. It's just one of those win days. Seems like you got to the park early, and before you know it, the game's going to be over and you're going to have a W. He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Standing in, Matthew Dunham. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Matthew Dunham.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive. At the plate, James Corbin.
Catcher, James Corbin.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by. Digging in and looking for more, Matthew Dunham. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And this is swung on. Striding in once again, Eugenio Suarez. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready to deliver the full count pitch to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Now to the plate, Matthew Dunham.
Number 12, Matthew.
And now time is called for and granted by home plate umpire Clyde Washington. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gloved by Amarista. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. So here's Francisco Lindor now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once.
Francisco Lindor.
As a look, now the pitch. This is hit on the ground to first. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Christian Vasquez. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Back up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Here's Michael Brantley. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Michael Brantley.
The 0-1 on its way. Grounded to the right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third. In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most. Coming to the plate now, Matthew Dunham. He'll start things out here against Corey Kluber.
Matthew Dunham.
Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Harold, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a week for them. I mean, to put together 7 games in a row, it's nice to go to the ballpark and say, we're winning today. That's what they've been doing. So now they're looking for 8. Pretty impressive.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Chopped weakly to the left. Amarista's got to be quick. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start. Coming to the plate now, Juan Avalos.
Left fielder, Juan Avalos.
The 0-2 delivery. Drilled to first. To his right, Dunham. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Matthew Dunham. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Matthew Dunham.
Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. And that one is out of here. Into the box now, Matthew Dunham. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the seventh. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Takes this the other way to right. And that's going to be a base hit. So there's the possible go-ahead run aboard to kick off the seventh. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Now the 0-2 pitch. And there he goes towards second. Hops this one up. Oh, and he misses it. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Now batting, catcher.
At the plate, James Corbin. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to third. One there. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at third.
Up next for the Astros.
3 runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Ground ball up the middle, and it's going to get through into center field for a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 4-3 game. Now at the plate, Matthew Dunham.
Matthew Dunham.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top.
Batting third.
Now in the box, Corey Dickerson. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. On the ground up the middle, reined in. One there, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Now at the plate, Matthew Dunham. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. Ground ball sent back up the middle. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in to try it again, Matthew Dunham, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. First offering on its way. Squared that one up just a little late. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, Harold, they're on a nice little run. Winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
Yeah, man, I mean, they're 4-0 on the road trip. And when you're 4-0 and you're feeling good and confident, you show up to the ballpark early. I got here early today, and there was more players in that clubhouse I saw there than when you go eat at a restaurant. It was amazing.
Now another 0-2. And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
The 0-2 delivery. And boy, what a battle brewing here as he fouls yet another pitch into the seats. Still stuck on 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Foul ground. Sanchez is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Hit hard to the right side. Dunham has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rod Blanks. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Ready for another chance. Matthew Dunham, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He can put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can. You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
It can be tough to lay off a high fastball like that because right at your eye level, it looks like it's so easy to hit, and then it's by you.
Here's another 1-2. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting outfielder, Hyun-Soo Kim. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. A step on the bag for 1. Striding in once again, Matthew Dunham. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Line toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Digging in and looking for more, Scooter Gennett. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. Here's the 0-2. Here's a swing and a high pop up. Gonzalez takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down. Ready for another shot now. James Corbin. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is. And that'll bring up Eric Gonzalez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. But a strong throw gets him at second, so the sacrifice does not pay off here. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon.
At the plate, Matthew Dunham, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's 1-1. And he is into second base with an RBI double. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. His career line against Garrett Cole. 4 hits in 24 at-bats. Voit ranges to his left. Throw in time and a side. Into the box. Rod Blanks looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Hit to first. To his right, Dunham. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Matthew Dunham. Into the windup and the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. 1 strike now from Cole. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is fouled at the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone. That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2. But when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning.
First baseman.
Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Santana sprinting after it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Ready once again, Matthew Dunham. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a flare out to left center. Gonzalez onto the grass. 1 away. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player.
An all-star is queried by his agent about a major change. It's no surprise this representative is very protective of his star client's interests. He'll look for options.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Matthew Dunham.
Now at the plate, Matthew Dunham, 1 for 3 back on Wednesday. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance. Matthew Dunham. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Dunham.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit ball to second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. One run is scored, and a second run is across. And a relay home, and he is in there. Digging in for his second at-bat, James Corbin. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Corbin.
The 0-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play. Digging in and looking for more, Matthew Dunham. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Well, Matt, if I use the cliche, it's not how you start, how you finish, it would apply right now. A couple innings ago, he had a rough inning. Didn't look good. But now he's starting to settle in a little bit better. He may be able to get through this thing.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Matt, this is where I like this guy pitching. First and second, he's got 2 outs. He's got himself a little bit of a jam, but now he likes to paint the corners. Watch him fight himself out of this situation.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Williamson going back on it, and that one is gone. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Matthew Dunham. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Ball 1.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though. I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. Digging in once again, James Corbin. No hits in so far. He's struck out once. Shoots this one over to first. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rendell Gritchick. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Sliced hard on the ground. Oh, beautiful dive. Wow. Digging in to try it again, Joey Wendell. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. Ready for another shot now, Matthew Dunham. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. Maxwell finds it, and he makes the throw to first. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Well, they were setting them up for him, and he was knocking them down all game long, and he came through on more than one occasion and wound up finishing with 6 RBIs. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work.
Fans, our final line score.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And he'll just slap the tag on the runner between second. Ready once again, Matt Olson. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Oh, it's on the ground. That is double play. Back to first, a double play. Digging in, Matthew Dunham. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Swinging on the first pitch, and this is bounced to the shortstop. And he's retired, one away. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game. Striding into the box, Matthew Dunham. He's got that average way up into the 330s to begin the day. And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Harold, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matt, it looks like those struggles may continue in this one. They're already down 2-0.
Stepping into the box, Matthew Dunham. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful. Striding in once again, Matthew Dunham comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Just got a piece up the line. That's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in. I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Striding in, Matthew Dunham. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Line drive to left. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. Here's Randall Grichuk. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught.
Left fielder, Randall Rtts.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here. Now at the plate, Matthew Dunham.
First baseman, Matthew Dunham.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Another 0-2 coming. Struck him out. Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through and it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting